Lexa Watkins for the Lady Comets. So the Warriors will have the ball right behind the basket of the Warriors basketball. So 6:05 is a 2-point ball game.
The Warriors will bring it back inbounds, all even at 2, 6:05 in the first period.
And it was taken away by Asia Scott. She puts it up the left-hand side. You have Washington by herself. She decides to keep it. She puts it up. She misses the layup, but it's going to be a foul. Number 11 in Sierra Razor with her first foul this evening, and that's the first team foul for this Warriors basketball team. 5:57 here in the first. Asia Todd goes 2 shots here. She puts it up, and it's good. She makes the first. That's 3 points for her.
That's one thing Marlon Lee has made them Comets work on, Trace Knight, is free throws, making in your free throws. She missed her second.
I think you jinxed her there.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Allen. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm used to that. So, number 24 in Carmen gets the inbound pass.
It's taken away,
it's taken away by Watkins, but there's number 11 in Razor. She takes the ball right back to the left-hand side. She's double-teamed, and she breaks the double-team, gets it over to the left-hand side, number 10. Inside to number 54 in Upshur, and then she throws it away.
Did you see how fast they threw that ball?
Yeah.
Barely missing Hettinger's head. Almost 20 miles an hour or more. As Tony Dupree, the coach of the Warriors, is shouting commands. Marlon Lee shrugging his shoulders anxiously right now. Comets up by 1.
And the Warriors have the ball after the pass over. And number 10 in Graham puts it up for the easy little free throw shot and puts it up for the 2. It is 4 for the Warriors and 3 for the Lady Comets. Watkins misses the easy 2-pointer, but she gets her own rebound, but is tipped out of bounds against the Warriors, so the Comets will keep the ball. And number 23, Mackenzie Henniger, will come in for number 11 in Alexa Watkins, her first action here in the first quarter.
5:21 in the opening period on CRN. Comets and Warriors, and Comets will bring it back inbounds.
Scott will give it outside to Washington. She gives it to Asia Todd. She brings it inside, puts it up, and no good. And it's going to be out of bounds, looks like, against the Comets.
Last touch by the Comets, so it will go to the Warriors. How about the size of that number 54, India Upshur? She scored the first points in the game for the Warriors. She's big, but, boy, she can play.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And number 22, Gabrielle Buchanan, the captain for this Warriors team, gives it over to Razor. She gives it inside over to Graham. Inside over to 54, puts it up. That's Upshur. And it's going to be a foul. Offensive foul against India Upshur. Number 54, the Warriors. That's their first foul this evening, the second team foul for this Warriors basketball program.
Nobody will go to the line. It will be Comets ball. Hettinger puts it back in bounds to Asia Washington.
Washington gets the ball. She gives it over to Haneker. Over to Delaney Eves. Back over to Asia Todd on the left-hand side. Blocked. There's India Upshur, number 54 for the Warriors, playing big time down low for the blocks the Liberty commit in Asia Todd.
No foul.
Exactly right.
But they are going to give the ball back to the Comets.
So Scott will be the inbounder. Gives it over to Washington. She throws it over to Henniker. She wants a 3, but she is picked up by Graham. And no good. It's going to be a blocking foul against number 22 and Gabrielle Buchanan, the captain for the Warriors. And
third team foul on the Warriors.
Going to be out of bounds the Comets are going to take the ball out of bounds. And Jada Scott will be the inbounder. She gives it to Asia Todd, a small little pass right next to her. 4:43, the clock will continue to run. Inside Jada Scott, she puts it up. And we have another foul.
Whistle and a foul coming up. Here it is.
It looks like India Upshur again on the foul. And like she wrapped her arms around Jada Scott. They called a foul.
That's her second foul. And still no shooting foul. So this will give the Comets the ball again.
And Jada Scott once again is in the inbounder, and Washington gets the ball, gives her to Henniker. Asia Todd puts it up. Nope. She gives it inside to Jada Scott. She's double-teamed, and once again, there's a missed layup. But Jada Scott gets her own miss.
Still
and
missing
then taken away by number 24 in Carmen. And there is number 11 in Sierra Razor. Number 11 for the Warriors. Gives it over to inside number 10, and she puts it up, and good. Nice move
just
to get inside.
One-handed it, Trace Knight. One-handed the ball was number 10 of Graham.
Henniger gets it up by herself. She's from the one pass from Asia Todd. And there's Jada Scott. And there's number 24 in Aquiles Carmen. We'll wrap it up. It's going to be a jump ball, and it will be Warriors basketball.
6-3. Comets are down by 3, 4-10 in this Greater News 3A Conference round number 2 between these two conference powerhouses.
And number 24, Carmen will get the inbound. She gives it back over to Graham, back over to Washington. And then taken away by Delaney Eves, but then it's taken back over by number 24 in Carmen. puts it up for the layup, and no good. There's Asia Todd playing big time down low, but she misses the ball. There's number 11 to Graham, then and now finally taken away by Eves. She gives it up to Asia Todd on the left-hand side. She starts to move up the court on the left-hand side.
She was stuck. She was in like a three hot dog sandwich, so to speak. She couldn't find nowhere to go. And I saw at least 2 times when I would have called foul and didn't.
Well, Asia Todd she gave it to Washington on the left-hand side. Instead of the open 3, she get it inside. But we have a foul. Number 34 in Jada Scott will go to the foul for 2 shots.
The foul was on number 32, Sayasia Gupton, the 5'11" center sophomore. And Jada Scott will nail her first one.
That's her first points this evening. 3:38. Now a 2-point ball game. 6 for the Warriors, 4 for the Lady Comets. Jada Scott puts the second one up.
Yes!
Much better.
Comets are down by 1.
3:35 here in the late in the first quarter. Number 24 in Carmen brings it up the right-hand side. It's going to be out of bounds against number 24 in Carmen, and Delaney Eves will be the inbounder for the Comets.
1-point game. Here comes number 4, Aaliyah Sanders, the 5'7" guard senior in the game for the Comets. Washington will take a rest. No fouls in the opening go. I like that, Trey Snyder.
Yeah, 3:30 left in the go, and they're playing great defense so far. They are down by 1, but they're making it hard for the Warriors to get inside. They're not shooting the ball extremely well, but they're getting inside. But the Comets are doing a great job so far here in the early going of the first quarter. So number 4 in Sanders will give it over to Asia Todd on the right-hand side. They're going to play right to left. Eves is double-teamed by 2 different, but Asia Todd keeps the ball, gives it over to number 4. Back over to Asia Todd. And then Delaney Eves, nice little pick move. Asia Todd brings it up to the right-hand side, back over to the left-hand side, puts it up. And there's Delaney Eves after the miss. Puts it up and for the layup, but no good.
Wow.
That's 4 consecutive easy layups missed by the Lady Comets. And the Warriors are going to take the ball after the turnover by the Comets.
Simply giving it away. It's still a 1-point game in the opening period. Less than 3 minutes remaining. Comets now back on defense as Warriors come up court.
And number 11 in Razor tries to get inside number 24 in Carmen. She does, puts it up, and it's good. It's going to be and 1. And
foul and 1.
That's Carmen's first basket today. And it looks like Walker's going to come back into the ball game.
Who was the foul on? Find out who our foul was in here in a minute.
So 2:47. Carmen will get 1 shot after the gets a 3-point opportunity.
Foul was on Jada Scott, Trey Snyder. First foul of the game for the Comets. So tough break for Jada.
Number 24 in Carmen, she nails the free throw, so that's a 3-point play. And Asia Todd brings it up, gives it over to number 4, puts it up, and it's good.
Oh!
Sanders with a 3. 2:36. It's still a 1-point ball game.
How about Aaliyah Sanders, the senior guard at 5'7", and the first field goal for the Comets tonight?
Carmen gets it inside. She's triple team, puts it up, and it's good. That's 5 points for number 24 in Carmen. And Asia Todd is double teamed. She gives it over to number 4 in Sanders. Over to Watkins right behind the 3-point line. She decides to keep it, brings it inside. It's almost thrown away. But there's number 4 once again. Sanders, almost got it.
She
goes in and out.
It off the rim.
Taken away.
To get it.
Razor takes the ball away, brings it up. She is picked up by Asia Todd. It's taken away. Look at that defense by Asia Todd. Brings it up by herself. She's double teamed and blocked by Carmen, number 24. And she stares the entire way down. Carmen stares Asia Todd all the way down while she hit the ground. But sportsmanship, she helped her back up. But the Comets will have the ball out of bounds. It looks like Washington's going to come back into the ball game.
Henninger's going to take a rest, and Washington back in. You're exactly right, Trey. And I love that intimidation by Asia Todd.
It looks like Jada Scott's coming back in the ball game for Delaney Eves,
that's right,
number 32. And Watkins, number 11, is going to be the inbounder for the Lady Comets. 1:57. It's a 2-point ball game. Comets down by 2. And it looks like Sanders gives it over to Washington. They're going to play right to left. Asia Todd wants it. She brings it inside, puts it up, and no good. It's blocked again. Blocked again, but it's going to be out of bounds. Looks like it was blocked, but it last touched out of bounds by Asia Todd. And the Warriors going to have the ball. Still 1:48 here in the first quarter remaining. 2-point ball game. Warriors lead by 2. 11-8.
3-point game. actually.
Sorry. I didn't need to do my math right.
3-point game.
That's why I broadcast. I don't go to school. 142.
We'll compare notes later. We're both trying to keep track of what we're writing. So.
There you go.
I think we're pretty accurate, though, for right now. You have a different way of doing things than I do.
Yeah, it's okay. 138 and number 11. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds against the Warriors. And so that means the Comets will take the ball right at half court. 1:37 remains here in the first quarter. 11 for the Warriors, 8 for the Comets. And Watkins is going to be the inbounder. Washington is waiting for the ball. She finally gets it. Finally gets it past half court. She gives it a nice little heave over to Asia Todd on the left-hand side. She's picked up by number 23 and O'Neal. She decides to step back a little bit, gives it over to Sanders, number 4, back over to Asia Todd. Then back over to Watkins. She takes the long 2, puts it up, no good. And there's
Sanders on the rebound.
Sanders the offensive rebound. Asia Todd brings it inside, puts it up, and no good. We have a foul.
I believe it's going to be a foul on 32.
That's Gupton's
22. 22 of Buchanan. Foul on Buchanan for the Warriors. That's the second foul on the captain guard senior. This will bring the Liberty commit Asia Todd to the line. She'll shoot 2, and she makes her first basket, Trace Snyde. That's her 4th point of the game so far.
She'll get one more with 1:15 remaining here in the first quarter. And Todd will shoot it up, and she puts it up, and no good. Misses the 1-and-1, and so 1:14. The clock will continue to run. Now a 2-point ball game. 11 for the Warriors, 9 for the Lady Comets. Carmen gets it inside, just a little bit too hard.
I've noticed that they're throwing those balls like missiles at each other. I'm worried sometimes it's going to take one of our Comet players' heads off.
Just like
By
our
the way,
laptops.
we're at 1 minute left to go in the first period, Trace Snyde.
And Jada Scott wants to take it up, but she's double-teamed, gets it outside of Washington. There's Asia Todd. She puts it up, but she's going to be fouled. It's going to be on the floor foul. No, they're going to give it a let her shoot. Number 24.
Foul on number 24 of Kellis Carmen, the forward center junior, 6'1" for the Warriors. That is her first foul. That is the 7th team foul. More fouls on the Warriors than the Comets, Trace Snyde. Only 2 fouls for the Comets so far.
Yeah, playing great defense, but the referees are letting them play. So, it's a fun game so far.
Yes.
Again, it'd be a little bit better if the Comets were in head, but hey, here's Asia Todd.
Still very close. It's still a 1-point game now.
Asia Todd is kind of talking us off the ledge here with a 1-point game. She has the opportunity to tie the ball game with 56 seconds left. She puts it up, and there it is.
6 points now in the game for Asia Todd. We still got under a minute left to go in the first period.
2 seconds left. It's 11-11, and almost taken away by Watkins. And number 10 in Graham brings it up the right-hand side, gives it inside, but she throws it away. The Comets take control.
Wow. Aaliyah Sanders coming in on the sub here in just a moment. Unique Best is in the game. Now she's going to come out and take a rest. And I think they're going to have Sanders come back out now. She's going to stay in place. So, hey, we're all tied up.
That's exactly right. Watkins comes into the ball for Sanders, or comes into the ball game for Sanders, and 24 puts it up for the nice little easy 2, and she makes it. And Washington brings it up the left-hand side. She's double-teamed, gives it over to Asia Todd. Scott wants it right at that 3-point line. She gives it over to Watkins, brings it up, and one. They could have called a traveling, but they give it to her. Alexa Watkins, her first basket tonight. So it's a tie ball game at 13 apiece with 28 seconds left, and Watkins going to have the chance.
Hedinger's coming in for Asia Todd, Trey, on the sub.
Watkins going to have the chance to have the first lead for the Lady Comets right here.
Alexa Watkins at the line. She made her basket, foul and 1. Here's her extra point.
Puts it up and no good. And we have a rebound by number 32 in Gumpton. She gives it over to number 10 in Graham. She's picked up by Washington. She gives it over to number 24. She's double-teamed and gives it back over to Graham. Hard pass inside number 23 is blocked by Jada Scott. And there is the defensive specialist, number 24 in Unique Best. And she slows it down a little bit.
8
gives
seconds.
it over to Washington. 7 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Watkins wants the ball. She takes it. And we have a charging foul against number 11 in Alexa Watkins of the Lady Comets. That's their first. And the Warriors are going to have the ball with 2.8 seconds remaining. And it's a 13-13 ball game. 1 second remaining. It looks like they're just going to take their time. Almost traveled. 13-13 at the end of the first quarter right here in Clayton, North Carolina.
So first period's in the books. It's 13 all. Close game. You know the old saying, Trace, now, but it becomes tied. It's back 0-0 again. So
That's right.
we're 13-13 at the end of the first period. 8 fouls on the East Wake Warriors in foul trouble. 2 even is going to be 22 of Buchanan, 32.